Hi everybody, this is Tammy again, coming to you on day number 15. I did make a video yesterday. Day number 14 was yesterday. Pretty much same thing going on, but I'm still holding strong. I swear to you guys, this is awesome. I feel great. I feel so in control. I feel as though I'm really mastering like self-control, organizing things in my mind, my head. I feel more clarity, you know. And what I'm very proud of is the fact that I am working while I'm doing this. But in the beginning, it wasn't easy because I had a few days off. I had like 3 days off. And those 3 days that I was starting my cleanse, I went through major detox symptoms. Symptoms like I told you, I had a fever, I had coughing, I had chills, I had runny nose, headaches, body aches. I had really bad body aches. And I believe that I'm very clean because I live a pretty much a plant-based diet. I do eat fish, but I have eliminated meat out of my diet. It's 5 months now that I have not eaten any turkey, chicken, beef, pork, or lamb. I've only been eating fish, like wild caught fish, pretty much like salmon. I have eaten tilapia, but I try to eat things like trout, orange roughy, things like that. That's pretty expensive, but if you can't afford orange roughy, trout, mahi-mahi, stuff like that, of course, eat tilapia, whiting, any kind of fish, you guys. Just eat fish. Make sure that you bake and broil. Don't eat fried foods. If you have to eat fried foods, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up because you're doing a whole hell of a lot better than you did before. Right now, I am at work, but I have a few minutes before I do some other classes, so I wanted to come to you and just talk to you a little bit about my experience. I have some notes, so I hope you don't mind. I'm going to be reading off of some notes. You guys know that you've been following my journey for quite some time, and it hasn't been just a smooth road. Like sometimes I look at people's weight loss journeys and they go from this to that and they've just lost weight, and it's like miraculously, how did you do it? Well, I'm going to let you guys know. I think I need to start really sharing my story more in depth, and I'm so very happy that you're interested in knowing about it, because I'm just like you. My story is your story is my story. I work every day. You know, of course, you know, I'm not a Monday through Friday. I do 10s and 4s. So I work 10 days straight, and then I'm off 4 or 5 days. And so I get a chance to have those days off in a row. So I figured this time, and I've done it several other times, but I don't know, it's something about this time that is so different than every other time. And I can pretty much put my finger on it. It's like I totally involve the Holy Spirit in my cleanse, detox, and my fasting. And I name all 3 of those because they're all one and the same, but they all have different meanings. So we'll talk about that more in depth as I start making videos. One thing I actually want to make sure that people understand: don't do this without consulting your physician. Several months ago, I had gone to the doctor and I did a full physical. I got blood work done, I did my vitals, and I just wanted to make sure that I was healthy. And I did that because, you know my story, very concerned about diabetes, kidney disease, and things like that running in my family. So when I went to the doctor, I made sure that they took my vitals and everything and gave me the reading of my creatinine levels, meaning to see how my kidneys are doing. And I'm going to let you know this. This is so very important. Please make sure when you're doing a weight loss regimen, that you're trying to make sure that your internal organs are ready for the job that you are going to be putting on them. Meaning, you want to make sure your kidneys are filtering. You want to make sure your gastrointestinal tract is able to digest properly. You want to make sure your colon is up for the job to digest and extract and take things in. You want to make sure your heart is healthy enough for the exercise that you're going to be doing. You want to make sure that your liver is actually filtering everything that goes in so that it can come out properly. There's no use in doing a weight loss regimen. There's no use of doing a cleanse if what you put in your body is not coming out in a timely manner and in a adequate amount, so that what you're taking in is just as much coming out of your body. Okay, that's why detoxing, cleansing, and fasting are so important. People say that fasting and detoxing and cleansing is dangerous. It's not dangerous. This is something people have been doing for hundreds and hundreds of years. People these days are just afraid to do without food. And it's crazy because the body can stand to be without food for a certain amount of time. We can actually do without water, if you had to, for at least 24, 48, or up to 72 hours. It's not recommended though, because our body is made up of 80% water. So we want to make sure we're always taking in water. And we need water so that we can make sure that our organs, our internal organs inside, are lubricated. There's no way in the world that anything and everything is going to function if it's not hydrated, lubricated, and working well. So these are just a lot of the things that I've learned over the years. And I have learned in a more clinical way because I work in a hospital and I've been taking classes and I've been doing my own clinicals and research and looking at case studies about the process of diet, detoxification, and fasting, that I want to make sure that our people, my people, not just black, white, Asian, Russian, Chinese, anybody that was seeking this information will benefit from it. Making sure that we are doing the best thing for our health. And the best thing for your health is to make sure all your organs are working before you actually go on a diet. Don't start saying you're going to go on a diet and I'm not going to eat this, I'm not going to eat that. Start off with a diet by saying what you can eat, what you will eat. I'm going to eat this and I'm going to eat that, instead of talking about what you can't. When you start depriving yourself from things or excluding things that you actually really like, you subconsciously, rejectfully sabotage your efforts. Hope I said that right. But subconsciously, you kind of set yourself up for a relapse or for defeation. You know, you don't want to be defeated before you start. Start talking about the things you can't eat. These days, there are so many great, wonderful, healthy foods and healthy ways to prepare foods. If you want to go raw, there's a lot of just different recipes. If you want to just eat like raw fruits. If you want to eat vegetarian, cooked foods, prepared fruits. And if you want to start incorporating natural herbs, now that's where you start getting all the benefits. That's what I've actually done to start really getting my weight loss journey in motion. Once I started using Dr. Robert Morris' method of herbs and Dr. Seby's method of herbs and Tim Morrow's method of herbs and practicing Dr. Robert Berg method of healing, my weight loss skyrocketed. Okay, I'm going to be sharing all that vital and wonderful information with you. I just wanted to come to you guys. Day 15, still holding strong, and I'm drinking slowly. I sip and drink my lemonade throughout the day. I make 3 bottles. I used to make 4, but I've noticed that I go through 2.5 before the end of my workday. So this is just what I do, okay? This is my lemon cleanse. I put a lot of cayenne pepper in it, and I like that because the cayenne pepper helps to break up the mucus, and I like that because I feel as though I'm getting things out. When you are doing a lemon cleanse, I will tell you this. Expect some of these things. Number 1, expect a lot of phlegm. Don't swallow that phlegm. You're going to have phlegm all through this cleanse. Do not swallow. Use some tissue to spit it into your tissue, paper towel, whatever. Spit it out. It's not ladylike, but you know what? I'm doing something right now. I have a mission to get all the bad toxins and all the bad phlegm and things out of my system and out of my lungs. And I've also made sure to check my respiratory system as well. I used to have a lot of breathing problems. I never had asthma, but I would breathe shallowly. And a lot of us do have shallow breathing. So I have incorporated meditation and breathing exercises into my cleanse, actually into my weight loss journey. I do that when I do exercises. And you actually do breath work when you are exercising, learning how to breathe in between like high intensity interval training, when you're on the treadmill, when you're on the elliptical, when you are exercising freehand, like doing jumping jacks and things like that. So know that you are doing breath work. You just have to now learn how to do it intentionally. Another thing, number 2, with the Stanley Burroughs Lemon Cleanse, you're going to feel like rumblings and hear rumblings in your stomach. That's not hunger pains. That's your system working to metabolize and to clean out what is in your body. See, the body kind of goes into what they call ketosis, and it starts eating up the fat that is in your body. So it's actually eating off of the fat. That's how you're getting rid of all of the fat that you lose when you're on the detox. So if you're not very sure of any of the information that I've provided to you, please do your research. And I want to always stress this too. Research, go online, but don't limit yourself to just doing research online. Go to the library, look in books, look in some of the older books. There's a lot of great vital information. I actually love going to the library and getting information because you learn so much more than what they're actually posting online. Sometimes people post things online that's not true. So you have to always dig for the truth. Don't just settle for 1, 2, or even 3 articles. Dig deep. Go to the page 20s and the page 24s on the website, on the internet when you're looking. Because not everything is on the first page. That's just the most popular at that time. There's a lot of great research further down into the pages when you're on the web. So, day 15 I'm holding, and I believe I'm going to, I never say what day I'm going to stop, but I'm thinking maybe Wednesday before the weekend, because I've done a lot of work and I really feel as though I want to reward myself. I have a deep craving for watermelon. So I am going to break my fast, not the traditional way that they say with orange juice. I have a taste for watermelon. Watermelon is very cleansing to the body, and I'm going to start with watermelon juice, and then I am going to start with watermelon smoothies, and then I'm going to start eating the watermelon when I do decide to start eating. day 15, holding. It's about almost noon. I am going to continue to hold fast. Pray for me. I'm praying for you. I love you guys. And I am looking forward to looking at your comments. And I want to thank you right now for all the support you've already given me. So, guys, you can do this. You are doing this. And I want to tell you this again. I'm so sorry to keep you. If you happen to start the cleanse and you eat, don't beat yourself up. Just celebrate the amount of time, the minutes, the seconds, the hours, the day that you already have done it, and start over another time, either tomorrow, the next day, the next week, the next weekend. Believe me, baby, it's always another day to do a new thing. Know that I love you. Know that I care. I care about you guys. I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. Bye.